I am happy that my CryptoQ Media channel is back online. Pupils have uploaded 50 videos to Ripple's YouTube channel today. At the same time, XRP's price was on the rise and was getting close to 60 cents. It is unclear to me why Ripple made all those films public today if the goal is to tokenize assets now and tomorrow. Take a look at their tokenization strategies right away. Private credit and debit is the second fastest growing business, driven by consumer loans, microloans, and tokenized mortgages. Property deals and treasury notes are two other major participants in this market. Additional applications for tokenization include improved price discovery compared to conventional assets, more streamlined trading of carbon credits, and enhanced financial flows for SMEs. You know, whenever tokenization takes off, new companies will pop up. A whole empire may rise and fall on the idea of tokenization. The truth is that this has the potential to become something worth countless billions of dollars. A large chunk of the value will wind up in the XRP ledger. I think the SEC administration will be portrayed in history books as a group of dweebs. Considering the exponential expansion of Ripple in both countries and across Europe, where the UK and Europe both have sizable markets while the US lags behind, it is evident that the SEC versus Ripple case has had a significant impact. I brought all those facts to Brad's attention during 2022 and 2023, so he's totally right. It will all work out in the end, since even smaller countries are embracing RippleNet technology and XRP for cross-border payments, and they're growing fast. Visa Direct settles the Ripple payments below Temenos Neum, expanding the service. As you can see with Neum, Visa Direct enables instantaneous international and local payments to over 990 marketplaces in 160 countries and billions of endpoints. Neum is always developing and spreading, just look at all the countries where it is already present. Furthermore, rippling isn't necessarily the root problem. The people behind the Ripple network are hard at work on another massive project, a mechanism to facilitate international payments by rail. Joining forces, WireX and VSAP have introduced WireX Pay, aiming to connect with millions of merchants globally and simplify Bitcoin payments. When stores start taking cryptocurrencies as payment, the day will come when it's easy to walk into any business and pay with it. That is the driving force behind our progress towards broad acceptance. It keeps coming out that in 2020, the first financial transmission permit in the US was awarded to WireX, a crypto corporation powered by Ripple, by the state of Georgia. That sums up the duration of the partnership between Ripple and WireX. Much earlier than 2020, when most of us were only dabbling in the cryptocurrency market, these pieces were already in place, and it would have taken a crystal ball to have predicted how far XRP and Ripple would go or how fast we would get here. Not much was spoken about all of this going on behind the scenes either. The $12.7 billion accord between FTX and CFTC is the result of months of negotiations. Those who suffered financial losses due to the FTX collapse appear to be receiving their money returned in full. I continue to be dubious, even though many assume that this wealth will be reinvested in Bitcoin someday. As an example, consider inflation. A lot of people's life savings went down the drain because of inflation. I still think a lot of money will go back into the cryptocurrency market even when FTX, computers, the internet, and blockchain all fall apart. A large number of these investors probably kept putting money into the business, and I predict that the blockchain industry will see the emergence of the next trillion-dollar corporations, much like the computer and internet industries saw the emergence of IBM and Google. Ultimately, all things change. I always make note of it because, well, technological advancements these days are lightning rapid compared to what was happening in the past. Think about how television has changed throughout the years. Upon her cable termination, you were given satellite. Videos are now available to watch online. This follows the same path as televisions, which went through SD, HD, and now 4K. Only a handful of businesses, all focused on providing some kind of utility, will arise from the next great revolution in cryptocurrency. I foresee the demise of numerous cryptocurrency platforms, with the survivors giving birth to the next trillion-dollar company. There will likely be a few varieties, including Hedera, Ripples, and Dazzling. Quan is one of a small handful on an unending list. This is going to be an intriguing moment because there won't be a ton of remaining companies. It has come to light that Bitcoin is intriguing, as stated by billionaire Michael Dell. Since Larry Fink is constantly making appearances in major media news sites endorsing Bitcoin, it appears as though he is attempting to entice more retail investors into crypto, particularly Bitcoin. Scams abound in the cryptocurrency business, which is why regulations are necessary. In addition, you need to acquire crypto-specific knowledge. Also, FTX's downfall was inevitable. Nonetheless, more and more individuals are just giving up on Bitcoin, which I believe is due to the fact that they've found something better elsewhere. The tool can be accessed at this time. With tokenization taking place, Bitcoin's credibility is taking a hit since it can't manage large-scale international money transactions quickly or cheaply enough. Looking through those headlines will then lead you to headlines like these. What most of us believed was confirmed by Tether co-founder William Quigley: Tether is not tied to the US currency and does not keep a connection to it. The rapid collapse of Bitcoin will begin with the destruction of Tether. Upon its occurrence, the majority of individuals will be unprepared. Many people find themselves quoting Michael Saylor's remarks on a daily basis because of the shackle they provide. Do you know anybody who is prepared to invest in Bitcoin at this very moment? Michael Saylor wants you to know everything, and they lay it all out for you. Once again, we have returned to the very same point that I stated in that previous video. My prediction is that XRP will eventually outperform Bitcoin. This subsequent ascent is also within the realm of possibility. A lot of people think 2017 will be the same as before, and that XRP will flip Bitcoin. Could this happen again? Yes, in my view. I think even the people who are now pushing Bitcoin like Larry Fink and others in the news feel the same way about Bitcoin as that woman. Even though they don't understand them, those exchange-traded funds ETFs are obvious in the short term as a source of profit. Is that really why Larry Fink is stepping into this industry? In your opinion? Despite his misgivings, he is hell-bent on being a part of the emerging financial system. I thought these photos would look amazing on the US debt clock with that backdrop. People are talking about it here even though it's the same one that was shared on X earlier. America, may you be blessed by God. I do have one more thing to say, though. Our over $35 trillion debt is proof of this. As the national debt continues to rise, most citizens are fighting inflation. Also, hyperinflation is certain to happen eventually. An enormous setback is imminent. Nobody knows what it is yet, but when they do, it will send domino into a tailspin by destroying this entire curve. Financial system, most likely commercial real estate, residential real estate, the stock market. This next epical moment of enormous turmoil will give birth to a whole new monetary system. What we are about to witness is reminiscent of a premeditated accident, and the problem that was going to arise has already been fixed. I highly doubt it will come to fruition before to the next election, which is the silver lining. Here and now, they will do everything to avoid a crisis that could throw the next election off course. Therefore, I anticipate that Bitcoin will have one more exciting spike. Although some, like Michael Saylor, have predicted the imminent release of 10 million Bitcoin, My recommendation to anyone I know who has invested in the cryptocurrency is to withdraw their funds as quickly as possible once they begin to generate a profit. In my opinion, the value of Bitcoin will not exceed 100,000, and I believe the majority of people would agree. Just relax and wait for anything to happen. Like this, you can expect XRP to reach 10,000, but I've been saying for a while that things are shifting, and I believe XRP will eventually reach 10,000 more easily than Bitcoin will. If you're new to my channel and have just subscribed, I appreciate it. We will meet again later.